Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Varsity Girls Basketball game. We have your Wachusett Mountaineers and Nashoba Regional visiting here tonight for the game. It also happens to be senior night for Ruth Marcel, Jalen Scott, and Sophie Gibbons. So definitely a big game, not just to help them get another win in the books, but also because this is senior night for those three. Jalen Scott and Sophie Gibbons are both captains. So this is maybe besides that state championship, one of the biggest games of their life. We have about 2 minutes here until the ceremony, and I will leave you for that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wachusett Regional High School for the girls' senior night basketball game between the Nashoba Wolves and your Wachusett Mountaineers. We would now like to direct everyone's attention to center court, where at this time we would like to honor our three seniors who have worked extremely hard to be on the court this evening. The coaching staff would like to express their sincere thanks to these players for all the hard work, dedication they have given to our basketball program over the years. They've been instrumental in our continued success over the years, and for their efforts, we are here to honor them tonight as they play one of their last games on our home court. Please welcome senior Ruthie Marcel. Ruthie is joined here tonight by her mom, Kara Marcel, stepmom Sarah Powers, brothers Connor and John, and her cousin Katrina. They can come down to center court, please. Ruthie is planning to attend a state school in the fall and major in early childhood education. Her best memory was rushing the court after winning the state championship. Congratulations, Ruthie.
Ruthie is the sweetest, most caring girl anyone will ever meet. She's always there and is prepared for everyone and for every situation. Last year, when me and the other freshmen came up, and it was our first day of varsity tryouts, Ruthie was the first person to jump up and introduce herself to us. She made sure that we felt welcome and like we were always appreciated, and it worked. I'm assuming I'm talking for the entire team when I say this, but we were all so close and feel so included and appreciated thanks to Ruthie. She's the most encouraging person I've ever met, and not just on the basketball court. She's so supportive on and off the court and is always there when we need her. Whenever anyone is having a tough time, we always turn to Ruthie. She's the one that we know that will always be able to pick us up and make us feel better. Off the court, she does the same thing. I've been lucky enough to share the court with Ruthie the past 2 years, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Ruthie has become one of my best friends and someone that will be such a big part of my life. I love her food runs and getting Dunkin' on an almost daily basis. She's such a bright spot in mine and the entire team's lives. She's done so much for each and every one of us. Ruthie, we all love your rapping skills and we miss you so much. It'll be so different not having you here next year and have the best time the next 4 years. Never change. We're all going to miss you so much. We love you.
Senior, Sophie Gibbons. Sophie is joined here tonight by her mom, Amanda, and her sister, Lucy. Sophie's planning on attending Endicott College this fall. Her major is undecided. She'll be playing basketball. Her greatest Wachusett basketball memory was all of her teammates running on the court and celebrating after we won the state championship. Congratulations, Soph.
Anyone who knows Sophie can most likely agree that she's the type of person that can light up any room she walks into with just her presence and a smile. For the past couple of years, I've been lucky enough to call Sophie not only my teammate, but my best friend. From the moment I stepped onto the team, Sophie was incredibly welcoming and supportive, which I think sums her up as both a teammate and a person. She immediately offered me rides to every practice and constantly made sure that myself and everyone else on the team was included. Sophie and I quickly became inseparable as we spent every day together at practice and driving to and from school, and now we can barely go a day without seeing each other. We just clicked. And as for her as a player, Sophie is one of the best point guards I have ever played with. The way she handles the ball and controls the game for our team is so impressive. Not only is she a great player, but she's an incredible teammate and leader. I learned this last year as I watched her take the responsibility of being a captain just as a junior. She constantly leads by example, showing up every day with an amazing attitude and work ethic. She always knows exactly what to say to us before a game to either hype us up or calm us down whenever we need that specific day, and she will always give us a listening ear and a shoulder to lean on, both on and off the court. She is like the glue of our team. Speaking for both myself and everyone on the team, we are going to miss her so much. To know Sophie truly is to love her, and it's hard to imagine that next year we won't be together every day, but there is not a doubt in my mind that you will carry every single one of these amazing attributes to Endicott and her new team with her. Sophie has left such an incredible impact on our team, and I'm so grateful for the memories we made. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Sophie, and we all love you so much.
Please welcome senior Jalen Scott. Jalen is joined here tonight by her mom Jessie, her dad Stacy, and her brother Trent. She will be attending the University of Tulsa in the fall, playing basketball, majoring in exercise and sports science or sports management. Her favorite memory was winning the state championship game last year. Congratulations, Jalen.
The past 3 years, I've been lucky enough to have Jalen not only as a teammate, but also as a best friend. Not only is Jalen an incredible player, she also is an incredible person. Jalen is the type of person that can make you laugh no matter what mood you're in. The type of person everyone needs in their life. I remember playing hide and go seek with Jalen every game our sisters played here at Wachusett. We wouldn't come to watch the games, but only to play hide and go seek. I never realized back then that one day me and Jalen would be teammates and win a state title together. Jalen is one of the best basketball players I have had as a teammate. She has done things that I've never seen a high school basketball player do. Not only can Jalen score at ease, she's an amazing passer, defender, and rebounder. Playing with and against Jalen in practice has made me become a better player these past 3 years. I am so grateful that she's challenged me every day to get better. Jalen is also a great teammate. She's also always there to support you and pick up you after you missed a shot or had a bad game. I can't believe that next year we won't be teammates. It will definitely not be the same. I'm going to miss practices, games, food runs, TikToks, and math class with her so much. I can't wait to see what she accomplishes at Tulsa. She's going to do great things. They're getting a good one. We will all love you so much.
Thank you, everyone, and congratulations, seniors. And now, if you are able, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing for our national anthem.
That right there was our senior night and anthem. So now we will move into the starting lineups. We have freshman guard number 1, Natalie Sanborn. Freshman guard number 2, Sydney Pravilla.
At guard, junior number 11, Sarah Quinn.
Junior guard number 11,
At guard,
Sarah Quinn.
Number 14, Kaylin Thresher.
Freshman guard number 14, Kaylin Thresher.
And forward, junior number 22, Julia Smith.
And forward number 2, junior Julia Smith. Definitely a very young starting lineup here for Nashoba, especially compared to this senior heavy lineup that the Wachusett will put up for tonight.
At guard, junior number 0, Tegan Lamper.
At guard, junior number 0, Tegan Lamper.
At guard, junior number 3, Hannah Quinn.
At guard, junior number 3, Hannah Quinn.
At forward, senior number 21, Ruth Marcel.
Senior forward, Ruth Marcel, number 21.
At guard, senior captain number 1, Sophie Gibbons.
At guard, senior captain number 1, Sophie Gibbons.
And at forward, senior captain number 2, Jay
And
Scott.
forward, senior captain number 2, Jalen Scott.
Volunteers are coached by Jim Oxford.
Not quite the usual Wachusett lineup, as we have Ruth Marcel taking place of Kyla Yerkes for her senior night. But I'm sure with the way that they played against Nashoba last time, that won't have a huge impact on this game. This would be Ruth Marcel's first career start tonight, alongside the typical 4. So Wachusett is putting 3, they're putting 3 seniors out, and I don't believe that there's only one senior on this entire Nashoba team. That's Carolyn Pinto. She's the only senior here. She will jump it up with Jalen Scott to get us started tonight. Scott wins the tip. Up to Lamper. Long on the layup. Marcel with the hustle and is able to get the Wachusett ball out of bounds here. Already starting off her first start very strong. Scott popping out. Lamper on the wing. Looks like a zone defense, maybe a 2-3 here from Nashoba, but we've seen so far this season that is not an effective defense for other teams, as Marcel gets the offensive board. 2 great plays here in the first minute. Lamper pulls from deep, almost makes it, and Marcel vying for the rebound. It'll be Nashoba ball here. Sanborn. Quinn. Stolen by Lamper, who takes it all the way, misses. And it'll be green ball. I think there's a foul there that the refs missed for sure, but it'll be Nashoba ball. Wachusett in a man press here. Thresher. Up the wing to Quinn. Throws it up, misses. But Krybila was able to put it back in. That'll be opening score here tonight. Lamper misses. A foul on Marcel here.
Underneath Marcel, her first team personal fourth.
Sanborn. Up. Krybila. Blocked from behind. And Gibbons grabs the rebound to Quinn. Quinn in the corner. Short. Quinn. Up to Sanborn. Thresher. Strong defense here from Wachusett. Definitely playing up on this Nashoba team. Thresher. Screen by Pravilla. Scott ties her up, and she gets the steal. Her first basket tonight on her senior night. I'm sure we can expect many more from her. Thresher on the wing, guarded by Scott. Same position as before. Almost the same outcome. Scott able to poke it free, but Nashoba recovers it. Sanborn on the baseline. Thresher airballs that. 3. Quinn will pass it into Gibbons. Quinn on the wing. Waiting for short corner. Driving. And finishing! That's really her bread and butter. While she's an amazing shooter, her driving skills and finishing skills for someone her size are even more impressive in my opinion. Nashoba loses it out of bounds here, so we go in the other way. Wachusett looking to run their horn set here. It appears from the sideline. Into Marcel, but she throws it away. Sanborn. Deflected by Scott. And she gets 2 more. A lot of her scoring more recently has definitely been coming from these pressuring moments as she causes another Nashoba turnover and forces them to call a timeout. Only 6-2 here, 4 minutes into this game, but from the first time these two teams faced, I think Nashoba definitely knows that it is a slippery slope once Wachusett starts to score, especially easy baskets in transition. So we'll see how they adjust here after the break. Out of the break here, we can see Wachusett has the same lineup as they started the game with. Side out of bounds here. Lanfer at half court, waiting. Lanfer on the wing. Scott pops out. Thinks about the 3, but drives. And 1 on the floater for Jalen Scott there. Foul was on Sanborn there. Scott will shoot 1 here. Short. Rebound, Pravilla. Trying to get into Pravilla. They do. Guarded by Marcel. Forces the pass out. Block! That is clean. That should be a clean block there by Jalen Scott. They call the blocking foul, though, and Julia Smith, who checked into the game, will be at the line. Definitely not in agreement with that call there, but ball doesn't lie. Smith misses the first one. makes the second. Gibbons. Still in this 2-3 here for Nashoba. Seems like their best option amongst a lot of pretty bad options. Quinn on the wing. Into Scott in the paint. Gibbons drives baseline. Hard floater, misses. Rebound Quinn. Looks to push. Cross court to Sanborn, who makes the layup. 8-5 here, Wachusett with just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Scott, cross court to Gibbons in the corner. Lanfer up top, drives on 2, and hits the jumper. This Wachusett team is great at shooting mid-range jumpers. I mean, they can make any type of shot, but especially mid-range. It's like Gibbons gets fouled on the ground here. It'll be baseline out of bounds. But this Wachusett team, I mean, I was here when they hit, I think, over 10 threes in a game, but they find a lot of consistency with those mid-range jumpers between Lanfer, Scott. Gibbons gets there quite a bit. Scott bounced to Marcel, misses, almost got her bucket there. I think we're all wishing that she did on this important night for her, but it's not her first opportunity, and it certainly isn't her last. Lanfer to Gibbons. It's a full shot clock, so nothing to worry about here. Jump! And one for Marcel! She finishes and she will shoot her free throw here on her senior night, no less. She is able to get maybe her most impressive bucket thus far for her. I think this one's definitely my personal favorite, and if we asked her, I bet she would say the same. Misses the free throw there, but Quinn corrals it. Scott in the corner. Gibbons on the cut. Quinn on the wing. 3 rims out. Marcel with the rebound. She has been consistent on the offensive boards all night. Lanfer takes a hard fall there. She will go to the line and shoot 2. That's the 4th team foul for Nashoba. 2 in this one possession here, so definitely not what they're looking for. Foul-wise, only 2 minutes left, but I think Wachusett may get into the bonus in this first quarter. Like Quinn and Marcel will check out as Yurkis and Mazigaras check in. Lanfer makes the second one there. Wachusett stays in this press. And it looks like Thresher was standing on the line. It'll be Wachusett ball again. Feels like they've had the ball for this whole quarter so far. Scott is definitely, I mean, I don't even think it's an argument that she's the best player on this team here. As she hits the 3. Proving my point for me. But I think that one of her biggest traits, as she gets the steal. I think I'm going to have to talk about her all game. If she's going to play like this, gets the assist to Gibbons there. Deflection. And Gibbons gets another layup. This lead that was once 3 has ballooned into 15 in a 12-0 run, large part by Jalen Scott, who is really willing to share the wealth with her team, which is not a common thing you'll see among superstars. But she is a pass first player who can take over whenever she needs to. So she will always make the right decision for her team. Deflection there. Gibbons in the corner. Into Yerkes in the paint. Spin move. Just misses there. 45 seconds left. So Wachusett will get another possession if we're looking at the shot clock. Sanborn to Provilla. Quinn. So they're trying to run a play here, but they're all just kind of standing in the paint. Gibbons, deflection. Less than 20 seconds. So Wachusett can set up their last play. Miss on the three. Gibbons wraps up Provilla here, and it'll be Wachusett ball. Or he lied. The ref lied to me. The Nashoba ball to get all the way up the court. Sanborn into the middle. Has to take a shot here. Sanborn misses it, and it is the end of the first quarter here for Wachusett and Nashoba. Looking at a 15-point lead, 20-5 here. Wachusett went on a 12-0 run there, so definitely, like I said earlier, this Wachusett team can get hot, and they can get hot quick. The first time these two teams played, Wachusett won 66-22, so we might be looking at an even bigger win here to be determined after this break. Same lineup out there for Wachusett. Looking at Maziares passing into Gibbons. Now it looks like this Nashoba defense has switched up a little bit. Either in a they're in a one. I don't even know what they're in. They're either in a 3-2 or a 1-2-2. But they do get the steal, and Pressure can't catch a ball apparently. Lets it bounce out of bounds. Lucy Gibbons checks in here for Lampher. Now Ziara's on the wing. Lucy in the corner, back, swinging it around. Definitely trying to look inside to Scott or Yerkes, but they just don't seem to be open. Scott gets the jump there with Libby. It'll be a Nashoba ball here. Pressure to throw it in to Sanborn. Cross to Libby. Almost throwing it away there. Trying to set something up here. Yerkes coming up to pressure Sanborn. Scott from behind with the steal. Up to Gibbons. Should have been no foul. Unbelievable call there. Or no call, I should say. But Yerkes does get fouled there in the paint. Definitely the right call. I could hear the slap from all the way up here, so she will take her 2 free throws now.
First quarter, Kylie Yerkes will go to the line. She'll have 2 shots.
Making the first as Smith checks into the game for Thresher. Makes the second two. She gets on the board here. Quinn drives, throws it out of bounds. Going the other way. I think we're trying to sense a common theme among this game. Wachusett goes down and scores, and the Nashoba turns it over on the other end. So you can see how Wachusett has amassed the 17-point lead only a minute and a half into the second quarter. Gibbons to Scott. Yerk is flashing. I know they're trying to get into her. Sophie from the top. She's long. Maziaras and Scott grab the rebound there together. Gibbons spins in the paint and finishes. Scott is racking up the assists tonight. He's had a bunch to Gibbons specifically. Smith cuts there. Quinn. No one is open here with this stifling Wachusett defense. Quinn almost loses it. Great defense by Maziaras. Lucy with the steal. Slowing it down and passing it to her sister here. From three. It's a little off. Looking to go the other way here. Quinn tries to thread the needle. Another turnover for her. Hannah Quinn checks in here for Sophie Gibbons. I think we have two Quinns on the floor now. So, it's not, I mean, we always have two Gibbons or the chance for two Gibbons. So, we're going to want to duplicate names in this game here. Maziaras to Quinn. They're back in this 2-3 defense. A little bit hot on the pass there. Out of bounds. Side out of bounds, so Wachusett setting up the press a little differently. Quinn breaks it. Throws up a layup, misses. Yerkes with the rebound. Using her height to her advantage for sure. Nashoba is still not scored in this quarter, by the way. As Scott that is her second three of the game. Not something we typically see a lot of from her. More layups and shots from the mid-range. But she is up to 12 points here. And God knows how many steals and deflections. She adds another one. Yerkes is obviously fouled. Still not calling things. 5 steals here for Scott. And a block! That makes up for the one they stole from her earlier with the foul call. Definitely making things right. Ruth Marcel and I believe Tegan Lanford check into the game here. I don't think anyone knows what's happening. Should be a green ball after that monster block from Scott. Someone here isn't paying attention. Certainly not me. Look like we have Thresher to throw it in. And deflection by Gibbons. Pressuring at full court. They call it Nashoba ball here. Really a toss-up. Probably trying to give the team down 22 any extra help they can get because they certainly need it. barely a shot clock here. Another block for Scott, and the shot clock expires because they never hit rim, so it never reset for them. Scott checks out here. 2 blocks in a row for her, so she's definitely putting the defensive effort in along with those 5 steals as well as the scoring. Sophie to Lampert. They're back in this 3-2-1-2-2 defense. I think they go into it when Scott comes off the floor, it seems. Stolen from Gibbons there by Thresher. Just standing around and throws it out of bounds. I'm not quite sure why she's on the floor right now, the way she's playing, but Wachusett will take what they can get for certain. I do believe they go into this defense when Scott is off the floor. If I had to play against beasts like her, I would certainly center my defense around where she is on the court. Miss there for Quinn from the corner. Pressure by Quinn and Marcel. That causes a turnover. Another turnover by Thresher. Shocker. Side out of bounds here. Quinn will pass into Sophie Gibbons with 3 minutes left. They've now switched to a man defense, it seems. Nashoba does. Gibbons screens for other Gibbons. Missing the layup, though. Quinn trapped in the corner. Escapes, looking for help. On the wing there for Quinn is good. First points of the quarter for Nashoba. They're coming over 5 minutes in. So I can imagine better scenarios for them. Lanford from the mid-range is long. Still up pressuring though. Prabilla tries to go all the way and is fouled by Marcel there. I didn't see anything particular, but we have Prabilla shooting 2 here. Notable stats here while we shoot these shots. Marcel leading the rebounding game so far, but both of them have come on offense. I mean, Wachusett hasn't had to get many rebounds tonight, given the fact that Nashoba turns the ball over every possession. Amazing reverse layup for Gibbons there. That's something you can tell she's been practicing a bunch. We have Thresher here, guarded by Marcel. Gibbons gets the steal to her sister. Quinn to Lampert. We're going to kind of calm things down with 90 seconds left here. Miss there, Cannon with the rebound. Prabilla. Met by Sophie. Thresher. Back to Prabilla. Really good defense there by Quinn. Oh my God. Another foul for Wachusett. Definitely shifting the balance from the first quarter. This one here is on Lucy Gibbons, and Prabilla will shoot 2 more here with 1 minute 8 seconds left. Sanborn checking in here for Thresher. Makes both here. Off the screen from her sister, Sophie takes it all the way. Back up to 20. Under a minute left here in this first half. Barely get the ball in for Nashoba. Prabilla. So far tonight, I would say Pravilla has been their best player. Mostly because she's the only one who hasn't turned it over every possession. Step back for Sanborn's good. Shot clock is off here for Wachusett, so they will probably go for the last shot. Unless Gibbons misses, her sister can grab the rebound. Still Wachusett ball. Lanfer still in this man defense. Screened by Marcel. Lanfer takes it all the way. Under 10 seconds here for Nashoba. Trying to get one last shot off and maybe get this lead down below 20 for Wachusett. Absolute brick there by Pravilla, and that will leave us at the half with a score of Wachusett 33, Nashoba 13. So far, I would say, I suppose the best player this quarter has been Jalen Scott with 12 points. She has her 5 steals, 3 blocks, 3 assists. But I would say the best play, in my opinion, was the and one by Ruth Marcel. Definitely the highlight of the game for me so far, other than this immense lead that Wachusett has amassed. As we go to break here, we have a special dedicated to all of the seniors tonight, so we'll take a few minutes to watch that. What's your favorite memory from your whole time playing for Wachusett?
Definitely winning the championship game and celebrating.
It's almost like that every first night of tryouts, where our expectation is that we're going to compete for a state title.
Well, our ultimate goal is to get there again. We are feeling confident. We're looking to build off of what we had from last year.
We don't compete just to get 10 wins or to have a good season. I mean, we're here, we want a state title. We want it. We want to keep winning another one. And after this year, that'll be a goal for the next group, is to win another state title. So that's basically where we are, playing for state titles.
I'm a sailor, paid, and I lost my leg. Climbing up the top sails, I lost my leg.
Hi, so I think I'll start with Ruth Marcel. She's a great teammate. She's kind of like the mom of the team and looks after the players. Very positive, very encouraging. Does a lot of stuff for them off the court. Gives a hug when they need a hug. She's improved a lot as a basketball player. We're proud of that. So she's gotten on the floor this year as a senior in significant and meaningful games. So she's come a long way in the couple of years she's been with us. Sophie Gibbons could be the best captain we've ever had here. Great leader by example. Great teammate. Her words and her actions match. So the things that she expects from teammates, those things are exactly what she gives as a basketball player on the floor. Point guard too, which is always a tough position. I think she's a good extension of what I want from the team. She's grown tremendously a lot as a player since she's been here for 4 years. So really proud of her accomplishments at Wachusett. Jalen Scott, our final senior.
Jalen Scott.
You know, this player does stuff. You just don't see in high school girls basketball. Every day we practice, or in every game, it seems like we see her do something so spectacular, and she does it with ease. it's effortlessly done, and just amazed that she's been here with us for 4 years, and we're hoping that as we go down the stretch run, she can continue to keep playing better each game. And again, like last season, lead us to a state championship.
That was just a little something about the seniors. Definitely putting on a great show for us tonight, between the three of them. Highlight plays from every single one, and I think that it's really representative of how much work each of them have put into this program so far. Now we will be back in about 5 minutes after the halftime break, and I hope to see you then. And we are back from the halftime break, looking at the usual starters for Wachusett. Yurkus in there, definitely looking to continue growing this 20-point lead. And they will start with the ball here. Lanford inbound to Gibbons on the half-court marking. Two-three defense for Nashoba here. Scott in the corner. Win in the other corner. Long on the three. Yurkus with the rebound. Lampert. Definitely a foul there, I think. Hits the ground hard. Another no call by the refs. Thresher to Pravilla. Back to Thresher here. Sanborn. Deep three. Just short there. Scott and Quinn both reaching in there to get the jump ball. It would be Nashoba ball. Quite a few jump balls here tonight, I would say, especially compared to a normal game. But this weak Nashoba team allows the Wachusett defense to grab the ball. They're definitely exposing it quite a bit here. Pravilla. Stolen by Lanford there. Deflection first. Lanford finishes. Wachusett looking to press here still, even with a 22-point lead. Quinn. Lanford gets the ball there. And another layup for her. Little 4-0 run here by Wachusett to start the half. Calling a foul there on Lampert, but only the first of the quarter. Quinn taking it up the court here. Into the corner with Smith. Thrasher at nearly half court. Quinn. Both Lanford and Scott there in the corner. It'll be Wachusett ball after the jump. Definitely getting trapped in those corners a lot, kind of walking into the traps almost. Quinn to Lanford. Gibbons cutting through there. Instead of having someone position at the high post, they're looking at more of a 5-out with cutting for Wachusett. They have Yurkus running the short corner, I believe. Scott with the tough floater there. First foul there for Gibbons. Both the Wachusett fouls in this quarter have come on this press, but it's definitely paid off in the bigger picture for them with how many points they've scored either in the fast break, a lot of those coming from Lanford or Gibbons. 3 there for Quinn. Finally scoring 3 minutes into this half here for Nashoba. Scott in the corner. Gibbons cutting. Just misses the layup. But Yurkus grabs the rebound. Lanford. Drive, bounce to Yurkus. Gibbons baseline. Out to Scott on the wing. Her three's off. Another rebound for Yurkus here. Lots of rebounds on the offensive side with another from Scott there. 3 in a row for Wachusett. It's starting to look like the first half where they had possession for seemingly minutes on end. Quinn to Lamper. Gibbons driving. Left open in the corner. And she makes them pay. Another 3 there for Wachusett. Definitely a bright spot in this game for them. Yerkes with the steal up to Lamper. Bounce to Scott, deflected out of bounds though by Sanborn. Maziaras will check in here for Quinn. Inbound just straight to Scott, and she gets fouled. She'll be going line shooting too. That's a inbound play they run a lot. A lob up to Scott close to the basket, and they just let her work from there. First point goes. First points of the second half there for Yerkes.
Libby checking in the Nashoba lineup.
Hair goes down for Yerkes, or for Scott. Sanborn to take it up. She is definitely the best player on this team. Only one who's been even capable of getting the ball past half court for them. And that's the least of their struggles, considering they can barely score on the other end. You don't amass an almost 30-point lead if the other team is any semblance of a good team, really, especially tonight. It's following the similar pattern as the first matchup between these two teams. Scott in the corner chooses to drive to Maziaras in the opposite corner. Way off there for her, but Gibbons grabs the rebound. Scott cutting and fading away. Something she has really perfected in her game. Will occasionally be called as a foul, but not tonight. Lamper can't finish after her steal. Saves it inbounds, Gibbons does. She's in the corner, driving in now. And she will be at the line, hoping to bring this Wachusett lead up to 30. We have Ruth Marcel and Lucy Gibbons looking to check in between these free throws. She misses the first there, but Marcel and Gibbons will check in, and it looks like Yerkes and Lamper have gone to the bench. Misses the second there, but she grabs the rebound, and it'll be a fresh shot clock for Wachusett here. And she can make up for those missed free throws with a easy layup. No real defense for Nashoba. Quinn to take it up to Horahan, who immediately turns it over upon entering the game. Soph misses the layup there. Nashoba calls a timeout. And down 30, they will head to the break here. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in this third quarter. Basically 10 minutes to go. They're not coming back from this one, so I think it's a matter of trying to stop the bleeding as much as they can with this Wachusett run of 15-5 in this third quarter so far. Looking at Nashoba ball here on the sideline in the back court. They will have Quinn bring it up. Smith in the corner. Trying to get it to Pravilla. Can't. Back to Quinn. Now in the corner to Smith. Trying to get it into Warhan on the cut. Deflected out of bounds, but it will stay here. Seven deflections so far in this game for Wachusett, which have led to numerous steals. So definitely paying off so far here, this aggressive man defense they've been playing. They get it into Pravilla with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Quinn chucks it up, airballs it. Complete air. Wasn't even close. And it will be Scott taking it out of bounds to Maziarez. Normally we see Sophie taking up the court. This is an interesting look. Back in this, who knows what defense of theirs. I don't even think they know what it is. So Lucy wide open in the corner.
Lucy Gibbons for three!
A team that knows what they're doing on defense doesn't let a wide open three in the corner happen, especially with barely a dent in the shot clock. Lucy there deflects in the back court. Pravilla recovers it. Quinn in the corner. Double here by the two senior captains. She's tied up. Called the timeout for Nashoba. I don't think that was before they tied that ball up. But Wachusett will head into this timeout with a 33-point lead. Nashoba has 16 seconds left on the shot clock to score here after, and there are 50.7 seconds left in the quarter. So, just trying to make their best efforts in the end of this game so they can go home. And I don't know what you do when you're home after you lose by over 30, but hopefully they make some adjustments. Side inbound here by Sanborn into Quinn in the corner, guarded by Gibbons. Five seconds left. They have not done a single thing after this timeout other than let the shot clock expire. Really good waste of a timeout there by Nashoba just to turn the ball over. Pretty much sums up their game so far. In their, I believe, 1-2-2. I believe that's what they're in. Scott. This is Lucy. Maziarez. Sophie. So he's just on the cut. Marcel, short corner. She misses. Pressure here from Wachusett. There's just 5 seconds left in this quarter here. Marcel secures the rebound. And that's the end of the third for you. With 8 minutes of play left, Wachusett is up 51-18. We could end the game here, but we still have a quarter of this game to go. Some standouts from that quarter. Let's see. Scott had 6. She's up to 18. Sophie had 9 that quarter. She's up to 13. Lucy had her 3. Let's see. A steal for Yerkes, 3 steals for Lamper. And for rebounds and assists, let's see. Not a ton of super notable stats. Marcel had a couple. Yerkes had a couple for sure on the offensive end, which is where Wachusett has really succeeded. Yerkes had 3 offensive rebounds. Sophie had 2 in that quarter. So that was a highlight for sure.
Nashoba ball to start the fourth quarter.
Looks like we have Smith to throw it in. Sanborn. See if this team can do a little bit more of the full shot clock than they did beforehand. Corbella deflected. Smith saves it. But that's a back court there from Thresher. Already left the ball here. Looks like we will have Maziarez throw in to Gibbons. Lucy to Scott. They're looking to double here, I think, for Nashoba. Doesn't work. Quick passing out. Looks like Sophie looks to do something here. Flashes through the middle. Now goes around the baseline. In risky pass into Marcel. Maziar's in the corner. Marcel has been great at occupying those bigs down there. Lucy crashes. No foul call. Not sure how. Up court to Thresher. Pulls up from NBA range and doesn't hit a thing but the ground. If I had to give a worst shot of the night award, it would definitely be to that right there. Looks like we have someone checking in or out. Looks like Quinn and Slamper maybe checked in. But Maziarz and Lucy Gibbons go to the bench. Teagan cutting into Gibbons. And just a turnover there. I think that there should have been some sort of foul call, but there wasn't. We going the other way here. Looks like we have cross half court. Sanborn to Corbella in the paint, guarded by Marcel. Great defense by Marcel. And causes the Nashoba turnover there. New face tonight. We have Lena Sullivan checking for Ruth Marcel. 6:17 left in the game here. No one has scored so far in this quarter. Scott on the wing. Sophie, just back to Scott. They're definitely trying to get it into the paint to either these cutters or the bigs on the low post. They just haven't seen many chances to. Missed there, but it will be Wachusett ball still, inbounding on the end line. Scott gets fouled. She will go to the line to shoot 2 here. First foul of the quarter. Looks like Michaela Wright is looking to check into the game as well. So we're seeing some more of the bench players. Make there for Scott. She makes this one. She will be up to 20 points. Looks like Sophie has taken the bench for right. Missed by Scott, but Sullivan with the rebound. Making the most of her minutes here so far. A couple rebounds. Quinn from the elbow, short. Smith with the rebound. And Nashoba will look to go the other way. Instead, the block here. We'll have a Nashoba out of bounds. Not sure if you can hear our emphatic student section. We love that play. Into Sanborn. Tegan maybe tackles her a bit and they call the foul. First of the quarter here for Wachusett. We have Anna Hancock checking in for Hannah Quinn. It will be Thresher inbounding. Into Sanborn. Misses the mid-range. Sullivan with the great box out. I know that's something that Coach Rusty specifically really harps on. He loves a good box out, and that was a gold star one from Sullivan. Hancock at the top. Lampert with the pull-up. That was good. Seen quite a few threes tonight for Wachusett. Not like the game they had last week where they were on fire, but still pretty good. Another box out from Sullivan allows the Wachusett rebound to go the other way. Bounce pass to no one. It'll be Nashoba ball. .4:26 left here in the quarter. Hopefully nearing the end. Sanborn fakes the three. Absolutely bricks it. Corbella is able to clean it up. We've seen some terrible shot choices tonight from Nashoba, but I think that's fitting for a terrible team. Right with the fake and layup. She's on the board. She's been making a huge impact in her minutes recently. Missed layup there from Babineau. Lanford takes it up. Yerkes looks to check in. Lanford passes up the mid-range out to Scott. She needs one more to get 20 on the night. Hopefully we can get her that on her senior night. Behind the back from Lanford. That was a nice move. And it leads to an and one. That is definitely a play-making, I don't know what you would want to call that. But Gibbons and Yerkes check in for Hancock, and no, I just lied. Scott checks out of the game. Yerkes checks in, but Lucy will wait here for Lanford because she's shooting the free throw. Maybe going to break the 60-point mark, and we do. So now Gibbons will check into the game. Looking at this for tonight, this is an all-bench lineup because Yerkes didn't start. So chancing here for Ruth to come to the game. I hope she can check in one more time. Not sure with only 6 minutes or 3 minutes. Deflection out of bounds there for Hancock. It'll stay in the Nashoba ball though. Sanborn throwing it in. Looks like Ruth Marcel will check in again after some maybe peer pressuring from the student section. We'll get to see a couple more minutes of her here tonight. In for Yerkes. You can tell everyone in this gym is happy for her to get to play here tonight. Nashoba calls the timeout here. 20-60. Just under 3 minutes left. I don't think anyone thought this would be a competitive game. I think from the reaction to the student section, we're all just here for Ruth Marcel, me included. So we'll be back to see her play after the break. Back here after the break. Block there from Hancock, I believe. And the rebound. Lucy right in the corner. Long on the three. Sullivan with another offensive board. She does step on the end line though. Going the other way here. We have Quinn to pressure. Pravilla guarded by Gibbons. Really aggressive defense from her, but that's one of her main skills, so I can't be surprised. Turnover. Going the other way. Clearly everyone in the crowd wants Ruth Marcel to score some more. Trying to get it into her there. Deflected, but it will stay Wachusett ball. Sullivan to Gibbons. She's going to probably look to set it up with 20 on the shot clock. Right, looking in. She's definitely a player who's not afraid to pass into the paint. I fear the crowd maybe doesn't understand that Ruth Marcel isn't open every possession. I wish she was too. Definitely strong performance from her, pinning it down in the post. And on the defensive end as well. Deflection from Hancock. Almost a turnover there. Thresher guarded by Sullivan now. Now, right. Everyone, lots of switches. Thresher maybe has her 20th turnover of the game. And it'll be going the other way. Ruth Marcel in the paint. Out to Sullivan. Can't make it. Marcel. Fine for the rebound. Going the other way. 1:12 left here in this game. Two subs into the game for Nashoba here. Almost was a turnover there, as we have someone stepping on the end line. Right to throw it into Gibbons. 1:03 left. I think we all know who they're trying to get the ball to here. Running on that baseline. Right. All the way. Can't make the layup though. Sullivan. One dribble. Tries to put it back up. grabs her a rebound again. Bounce into Marcel. Out to Hancock. Two-man action between Hancock and Marcel there. Right for three. Just long. Sullivan the rebound. Wachusett has gotten so many rebounds on the offensive end here that they've basically drained the whole shot clock. Or the shot clock is up. They've drained almost the rest of the game clock. Marcel with the layup! Everyone here was rooting for that to happen. She gets her second bucket of the game. And that's how the game ends. We have Wachusett winning by 44. They win 60-20. If I had to assign the player who probably played the best tonight, that would be Jalen Scott. 19 points, 4 assists, couple rebounds, 5 steals, 3 blocks, 2 deflections. Tegan Lamfer also played amazing. 17 points with 4 steals. Sophie Gibbons had quite a few points, but I think the MVP of tonight in all of our hearts is Ruth Marcel. That amazing and one in the first quarter, that really got the crowd into it. And then the last bucket there for Wachusett, scoring in the first and last quarters tonight of senior night. I think that this win was really good for them, and I think that we really got to see all the seniors play excellently. I think that everyone here is really grateful for the seniors, including me. I can't imagine calling a game that didn't have the superstars this team does. I think I would be bored out of my mind without Jalen Scott catching lobs out there. So I think from everyone here, we're really thankful for all 3 seniors and what they bring to the team. That is a wrap on tonight. The Wachusett does play tomorrow at, I believe 4, but that is away in New Hampshire. So as you can imagine, I won't be there. But I believe they have a couple games next week. So I hope to see you either here at the games or during the broadcast. I'm Wachusett. Thank you for watching the senior night and